All right, so let's talk about the Gospel of Luke today. So, the Gospel of Luke, a few differences with the Gospel of Luke than other Gospels. First of all, the audience that Luke is writing to. He is writing to mainly a Gentile audience, where Matthew writes to mainly a Jewish audience. And you can tell this in the writing. In Matthew, there is no use of the word God, because as Jewish people would not say God. It was too holy to speak, too holy to say. So you'll see things like Lord or Kingdom of Heaven, but you won't see, the Kingdom of God, or you just won't see Son of God in Matthew's Gospel. But you'll see that in Luke's Gospel, because he's writing to a Gentile church. So another way that the Gospels are writing to different audiences, talking about something different about Jesus to these audiences, lifting up another part about him. So it really helps to kind of round off the picture of who Jesus is, but also, they're constantly trying to share that gospel with different people. Something else about Luke's gospel. Luke's gospel really has a focus on the poor and the oppressed. And so it kind of places Jesus at that level with them, where he understands their struggle, the pain, the hardships, where Matthew is put a little more emphasis on the fact that Jesus is king and over everything and everyone in the cosmos and all this, but Luke is bringing Jesus a little more to the level of the people, especially those who are marginalized. That's why Luke can at times be considered kind of a social justice kind of gospel. So if you're somebody who is really into social justice, you may resonate a lot with Luke's gospel. So a couple other things that you'll see here. There's a little bit of a different birth story for Luke than it is for Matthew. And you will also see a little more focus on women in Luke's gospel in comparison to others. There's a lot of focus on women. So again, another way that Luke is lifting up more of the marginalized people around Jesus at this time. The other part about Luke is it's kind of part one to a part two of his stories and of his writings. Acts is kind of part two. So it's good when you read Luke to also go in and start to read Acts as well, because it has a smooth transition into that, which in our reading plan, this will happen. So this is why it's designed like this. It's not designed to go right into John. It's designed because it's really good, and you'll kind of see how this flows nicely from Luke into Acts, where Luke writes both of these. So I hope you enjoy the reading of Luke and enjoy this journey through the Bible.